Hey there, it's Karen here with Whiskey Sour. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you out there, my friends in the US. My friends in Canada didn't even know what's going on. Whiskey's the meat eater in our relationship, so he ate too much turkey. He has a full belly today. I let Whiskey know, and I'll let you guys know that just, from the nutritional person over here, I would recommend, and I did recommend to Whiskey, to have things that are a little bit higher on the alkaline scale. Things like lemon and ginger can really help get your body back into shape again. If you're hearing some noise in the background, it's the city garbage cans going on. That or helicopters or something, but boy, like I said before, not a city girl. So Whiskey's got a full belly today, full of turkey. I do not, because I don't eat meat, and especially don't eat turkey, but I hope that all of you guys out there can recover, and I would highly suggest you have this lemon and ginger tea or something that can get your body back into shape again, so that you can enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving weekend. I read an article today called 10 Tips for a Better Relationship. These are always kind of funny. Some of them I agree with, some of them I don't. But what I did was I put down the 10 tips that they said with their thoughts, and then I put my thoughts after in brackets if you're going to be reading this on MySpace or on Blogger or wherever. But the first one is celebrate the small stuff. It's not enough that your partner knows that you take pride in his or her accomplishments. You have to show it. Making a fuss over the small good things that happen every day can boost the health of your marriage. My thought on that is I know people who have the attitude that they aren't going to praise the little things because that's just, oh, it's expected, like, come on, that's ridiculous, like, she should know to do that. I don't like that attitude. I think it's good to do because the other person's self-esteem might need it. If you can just recognize that maybe they are going through a time where their self-esteem's not very good, then, praising a few little things doesn't hurt. So I do agree with this. Number 2 they have is learn how to fight productively. The key to fighting productively is to recognize when a disagreement is going in the wrong direction and to take steps to calm things down and repair rifts. I don't think it's necessary to fight at all. I don't like the word learn how to fight productively. We're adults. This is my whole thing on relationships. We're adults. We should act like it. Just like I said to you guys in a previous blog, if I see a disagreement turning into a fight or anything, I just shut down because it's not necessary. I think we can just learn some skills, just be adults again. But I do understand where they're going with this, and I agree that it's good to have the foresight. Most people know that their partner, well enough that they should know when it's going to end badly. I bet you, any of you guys out there, when you feel an argument going badly, you know where it's going to go because you just know your partner. Therefore, you're an adult. You can handle it in an adult-like manner. Like, just grow up! Silence is not golden. That's the third one. By staying quiet and avoiding conflict when things bothered them, they had missed important opportunities to cultivate and grow the relationship. Now, again, we are adults. We should know how to communicate. I think if we feel like we aren't getting through to somebody, we should just do our own character a favor and take some lessons on just better communication skills. You can go to Google, and figure out just some pointers. You can get some pointers online on how to communicate, just how to better your own character. And unfortunately, this communication thing, they didn't teach very well in school. So I think this is something that, as an investment, not just in our relationships, I think as an investment in ourselves, in our own character, I think it's wise investment to go and learn how to communicate with someone. Figure out how. If you think, I'm not getting through to this person, well, why? Why is this not going well? Number 4 is don't put negative thoughts into the universe. Men and women who had pondered thoughts of divorce in 1980 were 9 times more likely to have gotten divorced by the end of our study, which is recently. Now, back to what my grandpa said. He used to say divorce is not an option, but divorce does happen, and I think we can take that away as a thought at least during an argument. I think if you are having a wild, heated discussion with somebody, you should be addressing the problems within that particular discussion, not the problems that are just, that you think that you can just ditch by getting a divorce. But, divorces happen. It happens to the best of us. And so I think it's just the mentality, and what they're saying is just don't put the negative thought in. So when you're dealing with something, don't think about splitting up as the option. Think about a solution as the option. I think that's a good one. Number 5, plan together. Couples who planned a baby's arrival or who were equally joyous at becoming parents were far more likely to maintain their marital happiness or even enjoy an increase after the baby was born. And I like seeing couples who include each other in absolutely everything. I'm glad to see that old-fashioned mentality of what the typical roles were melting away finally. This is not the 1950s anymore. Men can change a diaper. Number 6, maintain a circle of friends and support. Strong friendships outside the marriage can take the pressure off of your relationship, help you work things out away from your spouse, and ultimately protect your marriage from unnecessary stress and discord. I think this is okay if your friends are proactive at making relationships work, or they don't have this habit of bad-mouthing their spouses. I see this happen. You go out with your girlfriends, and then they're all just like, my husband's this and my husband's that. Like, if that's the kind of support group you have, then you might want to rethink that, because if you go home feeling worse about your spouse, then, then these friends of yours weren't really offering any positive solutions. So I think as long as this circle of support that you are maintaining are really strong friendships who care about your marriage as well and about your relationship, then I think that's okay. I just believe that sometimes the bad-mouthing can pull us away from the marriage and then put that grass is greener mentality in our heads, and I don't think that's healthy. So I agree with the statement as long as the friendships are really good and they're really supportive. Number 7 is overcompensate for your mistakes. Do marriage math. Even when you make a mistake, tell yourself that you are going to do at least 5 supportive things for your spouse to make up for it, and then do them. And don't wait until you bicker to turn on the charm. Nice gestures and comments go far in a marriage. They are easy to do, and they will help insulate your marriage from being damaged by the inevitable bad days. All right, I guess this can work. To me, I think it's best to simply apologize and move on. I don't think you should expect that your partner has to do 5 good things to make up for something they did wrong. To me, that's not unconditional love or unconditional forgiveness. So I agree and I don't disagree. I think if you can apologize and move on with the understanding of what happened and have some kind of true remorse, that's good. But I do agree that prevention is always better than trying to cure something after the fact. So yeah, of course these things can insulate your marriage from being damaged by inevitable bad days. But wouldn't it be better just to figure out what's going on in the bad day and just come up with a solution? So that one I'm a little funky with, Number 8, set the marriage bar high. Husbands and wives who hold their partners to a reasonably high standard for better marriages, and they did use the word reasonably, if you expect a better, more satisfying relationship, you improve your chances of having one. Not sure I totally agree. I probably more disagree than I agree with this one. I think there are certain things you should expect, but I suspect that entitlement mentalities could creep into the picture if we're not careful on this one. I think it's more important to accept our partners for who they are. Not try to change them like everybody tries to do, once they get married, and encourage them lovingly in a way that benefits the whole marriage. Being an example to them, I think, is better than telling them what to do. So holding them to a higher standard, does that mean that they're going to get chastised and put in a corner if they do something wrong? Like, come on, this is the person you'd love. So that one's kind of funky to me too. Number 9, give it a break. Sometimes improving your marriage means giving it a break. Increasing your connections with family, friends, and society is good for your marriage. I disagree with most of this, and you wouldn't think I would. But to me, if you have to escape your partner, if you have that feeling that you have to escape them, you must not be enjoying being with them that much. I do agree, though, that doing things for ourselves and with others helps us as individuals. So I think it's good to have time with your spouses and time with your family and friends. I agree with that. But as far as giving the marriage a break, like, I don't know what that says about your partner or how you feel about your partner. It's kind of a weird mentality to have. Number 10, be aware of your body language. Eye rolling is a painfully obvious sign of contempt, and it's a powerful predictor that your relationship is in serious trouble. Kind of like when I do this to camera. It reminds me of the evil baby on YouTube. I wholeheartedly agree with this one. It's childish behavior. We're adults. Again, we're adults. The thing about this title, Be Aware of Your Body Language, is so silly to me. Everyone is brutally aware of their body language, and they're brutally aware that they're rolling their eyes. It's a form of communication. You know, it lets your partner know that you hold contempt in some way. So I think as adults, we can communicate better than that. Overall, reading this whole tips for a better relationship, I believe the problem in most relationships has become the me factor. I think we have to give more love and be genuinely interested in making it work, because I think love is the most important part of life. Not just our close relationships, but love is that's the way to go all the way around. It's just love your partner. Like, when did that get lost again? And this idea about doing things for yourself, yeah, that's good, you know. But if your partner loves you, they'll have no problem with you doing things for yourself. So I don't know. It gets a little selfish sometimes, and I don't think that works either. But what do I know? I have a history of failed relationships, right? So I'll be the first one to admit that. I do like this Ralph Waldo Emerson quote at the bottom. He says, "I hate the giving of the hand unless the whole man accompanies it." Somebody comes up and shakes your hand, and you feel like, why did they do that when I don't feel like the person who is behind that handshake is very genuine? So to me, Ralph is so wise when he says this, because if you are just doing a gesture because you think it's going to work, and you don't have your whole motivation and alignment behind that gesture, if you really just want the marriage to work because just the arguments are annoying, that's just giving the hand. If you're just trying to fix something so somebody quits nagging at you, that's giving the hand. And I think unless you get your motivation straight and have your whole self behind it and know that, no, I want to be part of this relationship because I love this person and I want to make it work. If your relationship motivation isn't in alignment, then you're just giving the hand, like he says. And he says, I hate that unless the whole man accompanies it. I agree with that. That's probably the wisest thing I've read all day. So I just thought I'd share that with you anyway. Sometimes things that I find funny in my day, I just want to share with you guys. So I will leave that with you today, and of course I will tune in with you tomorrow. I hope that you guys are being patient with us on the whole public record thing. I just want to do a quick update there. Thepublicrecord.com, that is where we built a song with the community from the ground up. And we are working on the video portion of that, and it's been going on in between all this other stuff. And of course, you guys know recently in the last few weeks I've had a few curveballs thrown at me, just with grandma dying and a bunch of other crazy things that were going on, and just my work days getting a little nuts. But that is still happening. That's getting chipped away at all the time, and it's getting close to being like 100 people involved in this video and song. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm really digging it. I also wanted to let you guys know that a new public record website is also coming. We are growing, and it's like you just need a new house. It's growing so much. The family's really growing. So that's coming too. So thanks so much for your patience with all that. And I know that it's just riddled with bugs right now on the current site, and I hope you'll be patient with us. We're going to be taking that sign up thing away. We had to have it up there to fight some predators. So that we're going to be taking that away with the new site, so that you can just go and cruise through the site, and it's going to be pretty cool. So we're excited about that. So I will talk to you guys again tomorrow, and we'll be showing you the public playground video soon, okay? I don't have a date on that, but it's coming. It's going well, all right? So thanks for your patience with that. Blah, 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 blah. Until next time, guys, rock on. Oh, whiskey sour. You gonna rock on? Rock on, guys.